Hello, everyone. Welcome to Easy English Speaking. Now let's listen to our podcast.
Hey, welcome back.
Hey everyone, I'm Maria and this is John. How's it going, John?
All glued. Good, just the usual. A cup of coffee and some work. How about you?
Same here. But, I've been thinking, so many learners make these small mistakes in English and they don't even realize it. I think today's topic is going to help a lot of you out.
Oh, absolutely. These are the little things that can make a huge difference in how natural you sound. And don't worry, we're here to help you out. But before we jump in, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to Speak Unstoppable if you're ready to level up your English.
Yes, please. And hey, make sure to drop a comment below and tell us if you've ever used any of these phrases. We love hearing from you.
All right, let's dive in. Here's the first one. I am agree.
Ooh, this is a common one. You might have heard people say, I am agree, but it's not quite right.
Yep. In English, we don't use am when agreeing with someone. So the correct way is,
I agree.
Easy, right? Say it with us. I agree.
Remember, no am needed, just I agree. Let's move on to the next one. Are you ready? This one's a little tricky. I have 25 years old. Okay, this one trips a lot of people up. I have 25 years old. Sounds like it's from another language.
Yep. In English, we say,
I am 25 years old.
Just am for age, no have. Try saying it with us. I am 25 years old.
It's simple once you get the hang of it. But wait, the next one is something a lot of learners struggle with. You won't want to miss this one. She can sing very well.
This one's easy to mess up. You don't need to after can.
Exactly.
She can sing very well.
See how smooth that sounds? Now, let's practice. Say it with us. She can sing very well.
Great job. But hang on, here comes another one that might surprise you. How much money is it?
Here's a small change that can make a big difference. How much money is it? Is understandable, but it's not the most natural way to ask.
This better way to ask is,
How much is it?
you don't need to say money. It's already clear. Say it with us now. How much is it?
Perfect. Now, I have a question for you. Have you ever made this mistake? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your experiences. I am boring.
Here's one of learners get wrong. I am boring. But this is a big mistake. It means you're saying you are a boring person, which is not what you mean, right?
If you're feeling uninterested, the correct sentence is,
I am bored.
So remember, if you feel uninterested, it's bored, not boring. Let's say it together. I am bored.
How did you do? Let us know if you've ever said this one before. I can't speak good English.
I can't speak good English. We all make this mistake at some point, but it's not quite right.
Instead, we should say,
I can't speak English very well.
we use well, not good, when talking about how well we do something. Let's say it together. I can't speak English very well.
Great job! We're on a roll. But wait, the next one is a little trickier. You won't want to miss this.
Are you still with us? We've got 14 more phrases coming up, and trust me, they're going to make your English sound so much better. Stick around to the end, because we've got a special bonus phrase that you won't believe. All right, If you've been following along, you've already learned some key phrases to avoid. Ready for more?
Oh, we're just getting started. Today, we've got even more phrases that can trip you up in English. Trust me, you won't want to miss these.
Absolutely. And if you've made any of these mistakes before, don't worry. We've all been there. Let's dive into the next one. She is more better than me.
She is more better than me. But guess what? That's not right.
Exactly. We don't need more with better. The correct sentence is,
She is better than me.
see, just better is enough. Now, let's say it together. She is better than me.
Nailed it. But hold on. This next one is tricky too. Let's see if you've ever said it. I am very tired, but I don't care.
Saying, I don't care here sounds a little too harsh, don't you think? It's fine to say you're tired, but we need a softer way to express it.
Absolutely. A better way to say it is,
I'm very tired, but I'll be okay.
that's right. It's softer and sounds more natural. Now, let's practice. I'm very tired, but I'll be okay.
Great job. But wait, this next one is a huge one that a lot of people mess up. Are you ready for it? I can't do nothing.
This is a classic double negative. I can't do nothing. But guess what? In English, two negatives cancel each other out.
Instead of saying, I can't do nothing, we say,
I can't do anything.
remember, no double negatives in English. Let's try it together. I can't do anything.
You're doing awesome so far. But here comes a tricky one. Are you ready? I am good in cooking.
This one might sound fine, but it's not the most natural way to say it. Instead of good in cooking, we use,
I am good at cooking.
that's right. Always use at for skills. Let's say it together. I am good at cooking.
Perfect. Now, quick question for you. Have you ever used good in when talking about a skill? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. I don't understand nothing.
Another double negative. I don't understand nothing sounds wrong, right? I don't understand anything.
It's the same idea. No double negatives. Now, let's say it together. I don't understand anything.
Much better. We're getting through this together. But guess what? There's one more that I bet a lot of you say without even realizing it. I am waiting since 2 hours.
This one is tricky because since and for are often confused. I am waiting since 2 hours isn't correct.
Instead, we say,
I've been waiting for 2 hours.
for is the right word here. Let's say it together. I've been waiting for 2 hours.
You're doing great, but hang on. We've still got more coming up. Stick with us. We've got a bonus phrase at the end that you definitely don't want to miss.
All right, we're almost halfway through these common mistakes. You're doing amazing so far. Remember to like this video if you're finding it helpful, and don't forget to subscribe for more awesome English tips.
Yes, please. And keep commenting below. Tell us which phrase you used before, or if we've helped you spot a mistake. We love hearing from you.
If you've made it this far, you're already improving your English. Let's keep going.
You're doing awesome. We've covered some common mistakes, but there's still more to come. Ready for the next one?
Oh, definitely. Let's dive right into it. Here's one that a lot of learners make, especially when talking about time. I will go to there tomorrow.
This one is tricky because we don't need to twice when we're talking about going somewhere.
Exactly. The correct way to say it is,
I will go there tomorrow.
don't need the extra to after go. Let's say it together. I will go there tomorrow.
Great job! Now, are you ready for the next one? It's another mistake that many learners make, but we've got you covered. She is very smarter than him.
She is very smarter than him. This sounds a little off, doesn't it?
Yep. In English, when you're comparing, you don't need very with smarter, because smarter is already a comparison. The correct sentence is,
She is smarter than him.
that's it. Let's practice it together. She is smarter than him.
Easy, right? Now, here's a question for you. Have you ever used very with a comparative adjective like smarter? Let us know in the comments. I'm boring because of the movie.
Here's another one. I'm boring because of the movie. This sounds like you're saying that you are a boring person because of the movie.
Exactly. The correct way to say it is,
I'm bored because of the movie.
that's right. If something makes you feel uninterested, you're bored, not boring. Let's say it together. I'm bored because of the movie.
Perfect. But here comes another one that might confuse you. So let's make sure you don't make this mistake. I have been living here since 5 years.
This is another common one that confuses learners, especially with time expressions. You don't need since when talking about a period of time.
Right. Instead, we say,
5 years.
use for when you're talking about a period of time. Let's say it together. I have been living here for 5 years.
Got it? Great. But here's the next one. This one's easy to mix up. I will explain you the problem.
Another common mistake. I will explain you the problem. This sounds a bit off, doesn't it?
Yep. The correct sentence is,
I will explain the problem to you.
you need the preposition to here. Let's say it together. I will explain the problem to you.
Nice work. You're almost there. But wait, we still have more. And the last phrase is a big one that you definitely don't want to miss.
You're doing so well. Don't forget to like this video if you're finding these tips helpful. And remember, if you've used any of these phrases before, share your story in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you.
Yes, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. We're bringing you even more English tips every week to help you sound more natural in everyday conversation.
All right, we're here. You've made it to the final part, and I have to say, you've done an incredible job so far. But now, it's time to make sure you really remember everything we've covered today.
Yes, you've learned so much already, but here's the thing. It's not enough just to listen. To truly improve your English, you need to practice, practice, and practice some more. So let's dive into the last few phrases and give you a chance to master them. I have seen her yesterday.
Let's kick off with this one. A lot of people make this mistake. I have seen her yesterday, but it's not correct.
This right. In English, when you're talking about something that happened at a specific point in the past, like yesterday, you use the simple past tense. So, the correct way to say this is,
I saw her yesterday.
exactly. Saw is the simple past tense of see. Let's practice saying it together. I saw her yesterday.
This next one is one we hear all the time. You won't want to miss it. I am agree with you.
This is another tricky one. It might sound like it's correct, but it's not quite right. I am agree with you is something you'll hear a lot, but in English, you just need to say,
I agree with you.
That's it. No need for am here. Just use I agree. Let's try it together. I agree with you.
Great job. If you've been saying, I am agree, now you know the right way. Let's move on to the next one. I will explain you later.
This is one that might sound okay in other languages, but it's wrong in English. We don't say, I will explain you later. What you need to say is,
I will explain it to you later.
remember, you need to add the preposition to when explaining something to someone. So let's practice it. I will explain it to you later.
Awesome. And now that you've got these down, let's talk about how to make sure you really remember them and make these phrases a natural part of your speech.
Okay, let's talk about how to practice these phrases. The most important thing is to say them out loud every single day. Don't just listen to us. You've got to speak these sentences so they stick in your memory.
That's right. And here's a powerful technique for you: shadowing. Shadowing means you listen to a sentence and immediately repeat it exactly as you hear it. It's one of the best ways to improve your fluency and pronunciation.
Exactly. Here's what I want you to do. Go back to the beginning of this video and start shadowing every sentence. Don't just listen, speak along with us. The more you do this, the more natural these phrases will feel.
And remember, don't rush. Take your time with each phrase and say it over and over until it feels smooth and easy. You'll be surprised how quickly you start sounding like a native speaker when you practice like this.
Now, if you want to take your practice even further, here's what I want you to do. Go ahead and repeat after us as you watch this part of the video. Ready? Let's go through some of the most important phrases we covered.
I agree with you.
I saw her yesterday.
I still will explain it to you later.
I'm bored because of the movie.
She is smarter than him.
Perfect! Now, you've just practiced some of the most important phrases, and I want you to keep doing this every day. You can even practice in front of a mirror or record yourself so you can hear how you're improving.
It works. If you practice these phrases regularly, you'll soon find that they become second nature. Plus, the more you practice speaking, the more confident you'll get with your English.
Now, here's the big question. Are you ready to take the next step and start speaking English more fluently?
We're here to help you get there. So, here's what I want you to do right now. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Every time we release a new video, you'll be the first to know. And trust me, you won't want to miss any of these tips.
Yes, and here's one more thing. Don't just stop here. Share this video with your friends who are also learning English. The more people you help, the more you all grow together.
Absolutely. If you really want to improve your English, it takes practice and consistency. So, make sure you keep coming back to Speak Unstoppable and keep practicing these tips.
And don't forget to leave a comment below and let us know. Which of these phrases did you find the most helpful? Or have you ever made any of these mistakes? We want to hear from you.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Keep practicing, keep learning, and remember, you are unstoppable.